Hi guys, it's me again. I'm just trying to give you a quick little update because I haven't had a lot of time to really just sit here with my computer and do work like I thought I was going to be able to because, like, people around here just don't sit around and stare at the computer all day like I apparently do. They actually go out and they go and they listen to music, or they go to some sort of cultural event, or they talk about politics or science or religion. Oh, by the way, you can talk to anybody of like any religion here, and get into like a very, very detailed discussion slash debate, and they don't get mad at you. Like they're wicked nice about it. It's kind of freaky, and awesome. But anyways, yeah, it's like that. You know, you don't sit around at home and stare at a screen. You go and you do stuff. So I've been trying to do that. Um, so I haven't been able to update nearly as much as I thought I would because the data plan, I have fixed the data plan on my phone, but it's really expensive and it doesn't last very long, and it's like €20 for like 50 megabytes or something, and it lasts like 2 seconds. So I generally just use it for maps instead of uploading stuff, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'm not King Midas. So, yeah. I wish I could be richer so I could just post stuff from my phone all the time. And I've kind of just left my computer at home because, or at jail cell, because it's just not feasible to haul it all over the city because I walk upwards of 10 miles a day. Usually, just to get around is probably like, you know, to do the stuff that I need to do every day is probably like 5 miles. But then I go exploring because I've been making friends, not mating friends. I've been making friends with locals, not necessarily natives, but locals. And they've been showing me around because they know the place. And it's really funny because sometimes like I tend to use a lot of French slang because it's familiar to me and stuff. And they're this one guy that's part of my local crowd. He's from Tunisia, but he's been speaking French for a while, and I think French is the second language in Tunisia after Arabic. So he speaks Arabic, and he speaks he doesn't speak Tunisian because that's not a language. He speaks Arabic and French, but he doesn't know the slang, and it's really funny. Like when you try to talk to him about like Harry Potter or Star Wars, because he doesn't know what that is. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But I use slang, and it's almost like I know more French than he does, but he just speaks it better than I do. Yeah, and then I've been hanging out with this Turkish girl. She's not a native, but she's really nice, and she doesn't speak English either, so I have to speak French with her. And yeah, there's a lot of like really, really nice people that don't speak English and have been very helpful to me in practicing my French. So that's very good. I've been walking around like Lyon, which is about 20 minutes by tramway to from where I am now, except I don't take the tram the whole way. Like I like to walk over the bridges because it's beautiful, and I'd rather just walk. Yeah, so I go over there and we just traipse around. I've been taking pictures. I'm going to upload some pictures. I haven't had a lot of time to just sit around in here because if I sit around in here, what am I doing? I'm alone with a box. Which is difficult because I really do like to keep you guys updated, but it's hard. But I have been taking a lot of pictures and I will post them. It's just taking more time than I expected to. I had some technical difficulties with my actual camera. I couldn't get the pictures off of it, and I finally figured out how to do it. So I'm going to try to upload some of them before I leave for school this morning, but I'm leaving in about 20 minutes, so I don't know how many I'm going to be actually able to be, I don't know how many I'm going to actually be able to post. There we go. Sorry, it's almost difficult for me to speak English lately because I haven't really spoken very much of it. outside talking to Justin, which is just a very small amount of the day, and the rest of the day I speak French, or occasionally I speak Italian because there's this girl, she's Italian, and she has trouble with French, so sometimes like I have to explain something to her in Italian because I also speak Italian. Yeah, but I don't really speak English during the day, which is fine. I actually really like it because I've gotten really good. And the other day, it wasn't the other day, it was yesterday. Some French girls, I think they were from Paris, and they were visiting, and they didn't really know the town. So they walk up to me, and they asked me, in French, they're like, can you show us the way to, or do you know the way to Place Bellecour, which is this amazing. It's this square. It's actually the largest open space, like square plaza thing in Europe. It's massive. And if you've seen, I posted a couple pictures of some, like, there's a guy with a lion, and then there's a girl with a lion, and I'm doing interesting stuff with them. There's actually a bigger statue, which I will post a picture of soon, of Louis XIV. It's not Louis XIV that's with the lion. He's on a horse on top. Those other two people are representations of the two rivers that run through the city, the Rhône and the Sun, which I think I'm not pronouncing correctly, but I think that's how the French say it, which is weird because there's like an A before the O. It's freaking weird, but yeah. Anyways, they asked me where that place was, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've been running all over this town because I've been running around with the natives, or the locals. Not necessarily natives, a lot of natives, but a lot of just locals from elsewhere. Yeah, and so I told them, I'm like, okay, you have to go straight that way, and you have to go over the bridge, and then you just kind of keep walking up, and it's freaking huge, and you can't miss it. And they didn't even give me a funny look. They didn't ask me, oh, are you, British? Because they always ask me when I speak French here. They ask me if I'm English. For some reason, not American, which is weird because once I tell somebody I'm American, they're like, what? You're American? I'm like, yeah, I'm American. And then they go, whoa, you don't act American, or you don't look American. I'm like, how do you know what acting American is? Of course I act American. It's in my blood. It's in my bones. I love America, and you can't make me stop being an American, but it's weird that they don't take me for one. So hopefully I try really hard to represent my country well, but it's just kind of weird that they don't actually think I'm from America, because they think they have like these preconceptions about America that we're all like big, dumb, loud, fat people, which I am, but they don't seem to think that. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, I'm having much better time. I'm enjoying my classes. I got into the higher level, so I'm not sitting in a grammar class going, bonjour, je suis hope, je suis American, talking like that. Like, I actually sit and I talk with people in French, and we go around the city and we do stuff. Like one of them, it's called, From the Garden to the Plate. Like, essentially we go and we look at French gardens, because they have all these gardens, like, in the middle of the city, like, shared communal gardens, because the French love gardening, but it's not like gardens in the US. It's, like, not all perfectly neatly groomed, and they have, like, a wild kind of old look about them. They're just gorgeous, and they have, like, all these, like, I call them fairy gardens, because they look like fairies would live in them, in the middle of, like, some place that we in the US would call the ghetto. And in the middle of it, there's this fairy garden. So it's very interesting going around town, seeing that. There's another class I'm taking called, like, Animals in Lyon, because there's a lot of representations of animals around here, like, just, like, on the buildings in here. I mean, a lot of lions, obviously, because Lyon. But there's also a lot of things like chickens, representations of chickens, and like there's fish everywhere, and yeah, there's a bunch of weird stuff. But the chickens apparently are actually a symbol of Gaul, as what has since become France used to be called when it was a part of the Roman Empire. And this town actually, or this city, is, I believe, the first Roman settlement in France. It was called Lugdunum, and I believe it was founded right around. It was either just before it stopped being AD and started stopped being BC and started being AD, something like that. It's very interesting stuff. Yeah, they used to call it Lugdunum, and there's all this old Roman stuff, which I still have yet to see because I haven't gone to any of the old ruins yet because it's kind of further up the hill, and I just, I've been running around Lyon most of the time, but yeah, it's wicked interesting, and I'm sure I just went off on a tangent, and I forgot what I was originally going to say, but I'm really tired. I haven't slept a lot, and it's 9 hours ahead of LA here, so I'm still a little jet lagged and stuff, but I'm feeling better. I still have to. There's a bunch of stupid stuff I forgot to pack, and I have a jacket, but it's like very light, and I will not wear my UCLA sweatshirt because people tend to go, "Oh, American," when they see my UCLA sweatshirt, and I get picked on by little kids, or like if I go up to ask someone for directions, like they're a little bit more critical of me. So I think I'm just gonna go like buy like a sweater or something, so I don't. Yeah, so I don't do that. It's annoying. Like I wish I could just wear my UCLA sweatshirt because I love it, but it's afforded me too much trouble, so I'm just not going to. Um, yeah, and I left a bunch of stupid stuff at home, and so I need to go shopping. I need to buy like actual food because lately I've been living off of like apples and cereal bars and like Jaffa cakes, which are these. I guess they're common in Britain, but it's like this little cookie thing, but they put like orange marmalade on it, and then they put chocolate over the orange marmalade, and it's delicious and probably not very good for me, but I like them. But yeah, so I better bug out because I have to leave for school in like 2 minutes. But yeah, I miss you all, and I hope this is informative. At least you can see that I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still sick from before finals was over. I think it's just because like everybody smokes here and I have asthma. But anyways, yeah, other than that, I'm feeling much better, and you shouldn't worry so much about me. So anyways, I'm gonna bug out, and I will probably post more tonight. Um, I can't guarantee it because you just don't know what's gonna happen around here. There's gonna be something awesome, and I'm gonna go do it, and I hate to do that, but it's awesome, and I'm gonna do it. Okay, signing off.